This is another episode of Standup Comedy, your host and MC, celebrating 40-plus years on the fringe of show business. Stories, interviews, and comedy sets from the famous and not so famous. Here's your host and MC, Scott Edwards.
Hey, welcome. And before we get into this week's show, two quick notes. First off, you'll hear some references to smoking, and that's because back in the early 80s, smoking was still allowed in the nightclubs. It was a different time, but I wanted to give you that reference. And the first headliner, when it was recorded, was quite soft. So just be prepared that the first of the two headliners is kind of quiet, and you may have to turn up your system, and then it'll get more normal for the second headliner. I apologize, but this was recorded early in the 80s, and we didn't have the technology. Okay, here's the show. Hi, and welcome to this week's show. We're doing a special two-headliner edition today. You're going to hear two terrific headliners. Coming up later on, out of Los Angeles, a very funny guy that's performed at my club many times. You may recognize him from TV or his many concerts he's done around the country. He is still performing today. The very funny Don Friesen is in the house. And if that wasn't enough, we have another headliner, ladies and gentlemen, opening things up again out of Los Angeles. He ended up making his career in television, but he started off as a road comic, and back in the early 80s, when this was recorded, he was one of my regular headliners. So I know you'll enjoy him. Let's jump into some comedy. Our first headliner for today's show, Ellis Levinson.
In that on Channel 3. He's a regular on Wayland Flowers' Madam's Place as well, okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is his fifth time here at Laughs Unlimited. I know you're going to enjoy his humour and his comedy. Put your hands together. Nice warm welcome for Mr. Ellis Levinson.
So how you doing tonight? Well, you sound like a good crowd. I love working Sacramento. This is a really good town. The audience here are very appreciative. Yeah, do we have people visiting from other parts of the country here at all? From, people are like, they're proud. You know, I'm from out of town, and they always will be. Where are you from? Connecticut. Ah, what street? Do we ever hear the thigh men here, by the way? Guys who prefer thighs to any other part of the body? Yeah? Come on, right? The inside of a thigh, you can't beat that, right? And you know, a lot of people, they say to me, how come you like thighs better than breasts? But there's a reason for this. See, I reason that sooner or later, a woman's breasts are down around her thighs anyway. So, if you're patient, all good things come to you. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm sorry. I know a lot of you women are thinking, drop dead. I know. I'm sorry. I'm an asshole and I deserve to die. So, how does that work? Take off a couple of gallons and enjoy yourself. Who are you visiting in Sacramento? What are you doing here?
I'm in the United States Air Force, unfortunately.
You're in the United States Air Force, unfortunately, and you managed to hold both jobs? I can't believe it. Listen, can we load those bombs quick? I gotta get home and milk some cows, okay? I'll be right back. What do you do in the airport? What do you do in the airport? I'm sorry? You work with crazy people. And he works alone. He thinks this guy is with him. So, no. I'm only picking on you, really. So, now, so what is your specialty there in the airport? Excuse me. Can we have a little more smoke, please? Cancer is my hobby. Okay? Couldn't take off in this, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta hand it to you. You're no fool. You smoke merits because you want to live 3 weeks longer than your friends. The warning on the pack doesn't bother you, huh? I mean, the Surgeon General went through all of this trouble, and I wish I felt that this thing had an effect on America, did something. But you think ever one time in the history of the universe somebody has ever picked up a pack of cigarettes and said, you know, I think I'm going to have me a smoke, and... Holy smoke, there's a warning on this thing. The Surgeon General has Dieter mind that... Dangerous! Screw it, I quit. No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Would you, thank you so much. Actually, I want to see that right up again. No. No, I'm sorry, I'm being a pig and I'm a fool. Anyway. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be a chauvinist. I'm a liberal, liberated kind of guy. I'm a wimp and a wussy, okay? Let's be honest here. And, but this smoke, you're starting to look like 3 Mile Island, I'll be honest with you. You know, it's like... I feel like I'm in London here or something. Is the werewolf out again? Very strange. So what is your specialty in the Air Force? Another sex change operation. So that you're saying this guy is, no, I don't even want to talk about what he's doing with cows. That's disgusting because we have a special bathroom for that, as you probably know by now. Yeah, so, now, what does he do? What is your specialty there? That's a nice, healthy reference to these people, too. I work with crazy people, okay? So what do you do with it? You're like, you're in a hospital, what would you call that, orderly? You call it a hospital. Well, that's good, because I hate to call it like a barbecue, you know what I mean? People get really upset. Okay, well, I guess that's all I get nervous. See, I worry. I worry about things. I'm a worrier. New things come along. I'm one of these people who's slow to adapt to them. I gotta tell you what, this one new invention came along later. I love this, ladies. You gotta admit, this is great. The contraceptive sponge. The Today sponge. You've heard it? She's laughing already. Uh-oh. So, have you heard about this? The Today sponge, the disposable sponge. I think it's great because now a couple can make love and do the dishes. I'd hate to be in Rosie's diner, though, if I spilled my coffee and she was wearing one of these, you know? Can I get that? That's okay, Rosie. I'll use a napkin, okay? Thanks. Here's something that a lot of people won't believe. So if anybody here has heard of this, will you please support me on this? I won't pick on you. I swear people don't want to believe this is true. There is a new health fad going around, like a yoga health thing, coffee enemas. Has anybody heard of this? Right? You've heard of this, right? I'm not making this up. It's for real. What worries me about this, though, if this catches on, coffee enemas, what's going to happen to coffee commercials? You know, John never wants a second bag of my coffee. There's John sitting there getting really ticked off. That's because you don't use U-bend. Hey, calm down, John. Why don't you squirt some Zank up your ass? Worries me. Tell you what else worries me a lot. Maybe this is my humanistic side or something, but how does Stevie Wonder know that his friends aren't dressing him up to look like an idiot? He's got to trust these people, though. I mean, how does he know there isn't some guy who's working for him who's thinking, God damn, that sucker makes $1 million a month and pays me $100 a week. I want to dress him up to look like Ronald McDonald. Tell you what else worries me. How far up his head does Telly Savalas wash his face? He could reach his ass before he quits. I'll tell you what else worries me. What the hell is Spam? Does anybody know what that stuff in the can actually is? We don't know what's in there. I mean, I'm telling you folks, there's no animal out there called Spam. Hey, Bill, I'm hungry. What do you say we kill that old Spam and eat that sucker, huh? Now, obviously, the am part of the word spam is ham. What I want to know is, what the hell does is? Are we talking about spit and ham here? I mean, I don't know what body parts it is, but if this is sperm and ham, I don't want to know about it. Really bothers me, and I'll bet this bothers everybody in this room, and I've been thinking about this for a while. Before the invention of the automobile, where did people go to pick their noses? I'm telling you, you go to any intersection in the United States of America, we have 4 people sitting behind the wheel and picking away in there. It's a goddamn epidemic. I can't stand it anymore. I mean, you're sitting at the red light tuning your radio, and it's like, oh, I didn't want to see that. What do they think, the windows are opaque at the light or what? I get the feeling like people are at home with the wife and kids watching TV going, honey, I'll be out in the car for 10 minutes, okay? I don't know getting so bad in New York City now that hanging from every traffic light there's a little square sign, a red circle in it, a sketch of a guy like this, and a red line through it. Tell you what, you know what else bothered me the other day? Not the other day, actually months have gone by. Remember some months ago, they caught those Japanese suspects, those Japanese businessmen who stole the secrets from IBM? These are guys who just came over from Japan, and they arrested like 20 of these guys, and you see them all going into the police station like this. You know, like covering up, like this. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, what are these guys doing that for? Do they think some guy is going to be in Des Moines going, hey, isn't that Yakatiro Nakasomi? You know what else worries me? Horror movies. Susan was talking about horror movies. What the heck ever happened to monsters in horror movies? They make these cheap horror movies now. They don't even bother using monsters. They made like one good monster movie in the last year. Anybody see The Thing? Wasn't that a good movie? I love that. It was so scary. You know why it didn't do good business, though? There's a reason. From the title, you can't tell what this movie is about. The Thing. It sounds like it's about any topic at all. It almost sounds like a Jewish horror movie to me. Can you tell me what caused all this destruction? What's that thing? Well, what kind of thing was it? How do I know? A disgusting thing. If you give me a name, I call him Phil. How do I know? Either that or it could be a black horror movie. Howard Cosell interviewing a black man, the sole survivor of this monster. Can you tell me what could have possibly caused the unbelievable apocalyptic devastation which I now see manifested before me? It was a thing! But what kind of thing was it? It was an ugly mother thing! It was the ugliest thing I've ever seen! Had this thing sticking out all over, it keeps coming out. But the scariest part about it was, it had the biggest thing I've ever seen! But I'm telling you, no more monsters in the movies. Anything gets you in these movies. You don't know what to be afraid of. You come home, you're in your own house, all alone, going, anything can kill me now. Anyone can kill me now. The furniture can kill me now. It's not like when we were kids. When we were kids, we knew what to be afraid of. Remember, you go to a Saturday afternoon horror movie, an ugly-looking monster came out of a flying saucer, scared the hell out of you. You went home, but even if you were like me, you knew, even as a kid, that some horrible-looking alien didn't get into some multi-billion-dollar flying saucer on some distant planet, travel 100,000 light years across the Earth, land across the universe, land on the planet Earth just to climb into my bedroom to beat the shit out of me. Something better to do with this expedition, I'm sure of it. But now you don't know what to be afraid of. The advertising on TV gets you so scared you're afraid to come out of the theater. You'll see a nun. Hello, sister. Out comes an axe. Off comes your head. And they got you in with the ads. The first ad for something that wasn't a monster but could really kill you. Remember the ads for Jaws? Don't go in the water. I saw that movie where that woman got her bottom half bitten off right at the beginning. I couldn't get into a goddamn swimming pool without protecting my crotch. I know there were no sharks in here, but I saw that movie. My wee-wee is my own. I'm holding on to this thing. I'm scared. I don't care. Guys, you did it. Admit it, right? Yeah, you were treading water like this. Come on. Now, guys have this fear. You'll never be able to explain this to women in a million years. I'm telling you, if 2 bullets were coming directly at a guy, one for his brain, one for his crotch, you go, no, I'm holding on to this, you know? I got that injury once in Little League, and I'll never forget it, you know? That thought of never breathing again, you know? It's, the only way I can maybe explain it to women, it might be like having, like, triplets all at once. Anyway, here's another way maybe I can explain this. Did you see An Officer and a Gentleman? Remember the scene at the end? Guy sits down. Richard Gere, tough macho Richard Gere, is about to do away with Blue Gossett. All of a sudden, Gossett's leg comes up, wham, right in Gere's crotch. At that moment, Richard Gere, tough macho guy, turns into Marcel Marceau. It's like... Not a sound. You turn around in the theater, you don't see one male face. Every guy is under his seat going, ooh, 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 ooh. We feel it in other guys, you know? I'll tell you, you see how a lot of guys who remember this having happened to another guy. The 1981 American League playoffs. Remember Kansas City, the catcher? Behind home plate. Any guys remember this? Yeah. See, I'm telling you, it's true because 50. You know, I mean, everybody was watching this at home on TV. 50,000 people in the stands. You felt sorry for the guy, not so much because of the injury, but he heard those 50,000 people in the stands all at once go, uh-oh. It's the pits, you know. Anyway, I saw Jaws. I would not go into the water. I really got scared about going in the ocean. So I figured, I'll just lie on the sand. And then they came out with Blood Beach. Don't go on the beach. Okay, I don't have to go on the beach. I got a friend, he's got a sun deck. I'll go right up the block to his house. And they came out with the last house on the left. Don't go up the street. Okay, if that's what they want, I'll just go right out into my front yard and get some sun. Nothing's going to stop me. And then they came out with Halloween. Don't leave the house. So I'm confining myself to the house here. I've got no exercise now. I mean, if I run out of toilet paper, the Drakes are in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I'm locked in there, sending out the pizza man, and I figured, well, maybe I'll just go up to the bedroom. And then they came out with When a Stranger Calls. Don't go upstairs. So, okay, I'm confining myself to downstairs. I got no place left to go now except the kitchen and the bathroom. That's it. I go to the bathroom. You can't even go to the bathroom. They came out with that alligator in the sewers. Don't sit on the toilet. You! So here I am. I'm stuck in the kitchen. I'm pissing in the sink. I'm watching a beat-up old 8-inch black and white TV set. You can't even watch TV anymore. They came out with Poltergeist. They're here. But I'm feeling safe. I'm not leaving the house. I'm doing everything they told me to do in those commercials. I'm feeling okay. I'm in the kitchen. And then they came out with the Amityville Horror. Get out of the house. Has anybody seen the scariest monster of all time, the most horrifying beast in history? How many people here have ever seen the Richard Simmons Show? Anybody? This scares the crap out of me. It's like a nag with a television show. He's always telling you what to eat, what not to eat. It's like your mother got her own TV show. What happens when you eat French fries? It's all these chubby women going, it goes to our thighs. That's right, French fries go to your thighs. Eat this, okay, pal? And he would.
That was headliner Ellis Levinson from back in the early 80s. You may have heard one of my house MCs, Andy Roberts from England, opening up the show. But Ellis was one of our regular headliners, did a lot of stuff with the audience, but had some funny material, and I hope you enjoyed that set. But coming up now, our second headliner, again out of Los Angeles. He is still a working road comic, does concerts all over the country, been seen many times on television and dry bar comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, our next headliner, here he is, Don Friesen.
I got in a little early, had to make some calls on my cell phone. I don't know why I even bothered, you know. I got that nationwide plan that works anywhere in the nation except where you're standing. I don't know what happens between here and here, like a psych. You ever try and trick it? Oh. My wife gets upset. She's like, can't you call me from your car? I cannot call you from my car. I cannot call you from afar. I cannot call you from a tree. I cannot call you after 3. It's like I'm talking in a can. I need a better calling plan. She's like, call me from the plane. I cannot call you from a plane. I cannot call you from a train. Not in the rain, not in the fog, not digital, not analog. I cannot call you far or near. They said my phone would work right here. I'm in the zone. It's on the map. I'm tired of this freaking crap. Now I know why they call it a cell phone. You own it for 2 weeks, you want to sell it. It's 2003. Wasn't it all supposed to be working right now? Just remember those films about the future? As a kid, it was always so promising, wasn't it? In the year 2000, man will have mastered his environment. Look at us now. He's signal, signal, he's signal, signal. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, I can't hear you. We can't both hear each other. I don't have that plan. No, I have the let's talk louder and hope that somehow helps plan. Louder and slower. I have 800 loud, slow minutes. Apparently there's some problem with the towers. You ever call a company? Oh, it must not be near a tower. Well, where are the towers? We don't know where the towers are. We misplaced our towers. Pretty soon they have little mini towers. They'll sell them to us. We'll wear them on our heads. You laugh, we'll do it too, because we're signal chasing whores. I'll be the first one in line. You get the tower. Yeah, I got it on right now. Yeah, I hardly even know it's there. Yeah, people are looking. They're jealous. We'll make fun of people who don't have the tower. Check this guy out. I can't even look at him, man. He's using a payphone. Whatever. He's practically Amish. I said practically Amish! I don't know what else to do, you know? Because I tried dialing the 10 phone codes. Every time they learn the code, they change it. You know? The celebrities are mocking us too, like John Lithgow's the first one. He's like, dial 10-321. Okay. No, dial 10-32-32-111-3211. And then 1, and then the number. It's just that simple. You take the sum of the first 3 digits, divide by 7, round up to the nearest whole integer. If that total is a 10 or 11, double down unless the dealer's showing a face card. Hop on one foot, form a trapezoid for each independent calling area. For my Latinos, una gata na un gato ciego, dale vueltas. Do you know the Muffin Man? All this technology is supposed to help us, right? It's supposed to help us communicate better. Is it working? Tried instant messaging. I am a very slow typer. That's what I found out. If you don't type fast, don't even bother. Your friends will roll over you. There's no mercy in the I am world, you know? It sounds real inviting. It's got the cute little sound, you know, bling, you know, answer me. You're like, hey, Don, how you doing? Oh, I am doing very... Saw you online. Thought I'd give you a call. See what's going on. Well, Sin. He asked me like 7 questions at once. I got to pick one and hope it still relates to the conversation. He's even online by the time I get back to him. When you be in Vegas? How's the family? Everyone doing well? I will be in Vegas. You still there? Did you leave the room? Where'd you go? Hello, 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 hello. Slow down, you bastard! I'm not even looking at the screen. I'm with my hands to keep up. All I hear is bling, bling. Oh, this can't be good. Bling, 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 bling. It sounds like I'm in Vegas. Bling, 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 bling. I know you're not still talking about what I'm talking about, bling, but I'm gonna finish the sentence if it kills me. Now they're working on voice instant messaging. You'll talk to your computer, turns your voice into text, sends it to their computer, turns it back into a voice. And I read they're even working on the next phase after that, where they're going to take out the text altogether. They'll call it like the phone. Wait a minute, I can talk into my laptop? I'm wearing like a hat? Are you kidding me? Hook side of my tower, I'm set. I'm wasting my college degree right before your very eyes. You may want it, you can have it. Take over payments. Anyone? You think I'm kidding? I'll sign it over right now, man. Put an ad on eBay. Business degree, like new, hardly used. Delete, 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 never used. Business, what a joke. I learned to buy low, sell high from a textbook that cost me $60. Sold it back for $3. Watch out, world, here I come. Sounds like you guys are relating, huh? Who's wasting their degree? Anyone else? By applause. Who's wasting it? Not using it for what they went to school for? Yeah. You were the quickest, man. What'd you go to school for?
Communications.
Communications. Well, you had to know, right? No, but what are you doing now?
I build houses.
But very well organized houses. The chain of command's incredible. Well, that's cool. Okay. See, but you don't know what you want to be in college. You got to pick a major and stick with it. It's a gamble. You know, it's like a big poker game. Every semester they keep raising the tuition. You in? I'm in. Got nothing else going. I'll see your lack of clear-cut goals, and I'll rate you the best years of my life. How's that? Huh? guys are dropping out. 2 weeks for my blood. I'm gonna go start a software company in Seattle. You guys. I should have said computers. Everything's all high tech. You guys know this, man. You guys have invented high tech out here, huh? This is great. I just hooked up DSL, you know, the high speed internet, because now my screen will freeze faster. You know? I got tired of waiting 2 minutes to start over, you know? Yeah! I tried to hook it up myself, you know, like an idiot. My friend's like, yeah, hook it up yourself. It's easy if you know how to do it. Wait a minute, everything is easy if you know how to do it. So I didn't, so I spent all week on tech support. Oh, those guys hate me, you know? They didn't even hide it. They're like, look, you're obviously not getting this at all. I'm looking for some words you might understand. Is there anyone else there we could talk to? Just me and my son. How old is he? 6. Put him on. And he's rattling his jargon like I'm supposed to, well, your TCP, IP, the USB, and the LMNOP. I gotta reconfrag my Jagenhauser? What the hell are you talking about? I felt like a caveman, you know? I did. He's trying to get me to reboot something. I got 2 rocks I'm clinging together, trying to get a spark. Zorg is angry, still no fire. We're going in circles. It's like Abbott and Costello. Who's your server? Who's my server? Exactly. Exactly what? No, what's your browser? Queerbase? Maybe? Do you even know what you're talking about? I did before you called. I talked to this one guy for like 45 minutes. I finally asked him, how much is this costing me? He said, $2.50 a minute. Yeah. I'm like, so what are you wearing? I'm breaking even one way or another. He recommends this book, The Complete Idiot's Guide to the Internet. He's not even shy. He's like, you better write it down. You might forget. Oh, I think I can remember I'm an idiot. So I go down to Barnes & Noble. I'm looking all over for this book in the computer section. I can't find it anywhere. So now I got to go get help finding the Idiot's Guide. Turns out there's a whole other section now that's just for idiots. Do you guys know this? They're splitting us from the rest of the herd. Putting us all together where they can keep an eye on us so we don't distract the regular customers with our special needs. They're very blunt. Look, we got a lot of books about a lot of topics, but everything you need is right over here. Thanks for putting it all together. But they didn't, because there's another section for dummies. Now I'm torn. Now I gotta decide right there, am I a dummy or an idiot? You know? What kind of trick question is that? All of the above. Maybe I'm bi. I don't know. So I took home the Idiot's book. Didn't help at all. You think it's embarrassing buying the Idiot's Guide? Try taking it back. There's nothing you can say. I mean, that you are who you are. Hi, I thought I was an idiot. I'm not even in the ballpark, man. I am living a lie. What, some kind of idiot? I wish. Maybe with some tutoring. That's not bad enough. Then they make you fill out that form. Reason for return. Too hard. Not enough pictures. Need something stupider. Man, I felt so bad. I went to the self-help section. There's idiots books there too. There's a real book, The Complete Idiot's Guide to Enhancing Your Self-Esteem. It's a real book. What could it possibly say? Chapter 1, put this book down. You're better than that. I like where this is going.
That was Don Friesen, one of my personal favorites, a very funny headliner. Well, that was our special 2-headliner comedy show, Ellis Levinson and Don Friesen. I sure hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and we have more great shows coming up. Be sure to tell your family and friends, and be sure to rate us on Apple if you get a chance. Thanks for listening to Stand-Up Comedy, your host and MC. We'll see you next Sunday for another great show. Bye.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Stand-Up Comedy, your host and MC. For information on the show, merchandise, and our sponsors, or to send comments to Scott, visit our website at www.standupyourhostandmc.com. Look for more episodes soon and enjoy the world of stand-up comedy. Visit a comedy showroom near you.